Hello, folks. Tonight I figured, you know what, let's just take it easy and do some quick and dirty platforming. How dirty we talking? Well, we are going to be underground. That much I know. So I play a little known, but it was very popular back in the 80s. Hey, when I was growing up. It was a platformer back in the Commodore era. Just recently it was ported to the Nintendo Switch. Not ironically enough, it was the recently remade version back in 2007. Yeah, this is a 13-year-old remake. Made for the, the Nintendo Wii, Nintendo DS, the PSP. I think this was based on Impossible Mission 2025, which was for the Amiga. Epic's put out a lot of decent titles back in the day. They made summer games, they made winter games, they made Impossible Mission, they made the Temple of Apshai trilogy, they made Jumpman, and I think they also made Karanis Rift and Rescue on Fractiolus. Wait, why oh god? What's wrong with this? The updated version allows you to choose between 3 different agents. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to choose the classic agent. It looks like he's wearing a ballerina outfit.
Stay a while. Stay forever.
So, for those that haven't really figured it out, Impossible Mission is a platformer where you're inside of an underground complex, gathering clues to stop a mad bomber, not a mad bomber, but a mad scientist from launching nuclear missiles that he has acquired the command codes for.
Destroying my robots.
Let's just say I was to bet on roulette, I would win. Roulette? My friend, I don't think we allow gambling in this establishment. Eleven, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 30. Ah, fuck it. Oh wow, that guy will shock you if he gets close. And you may have noticed the timer up in the corner. The timer is, in fact, your time limit. You have 6 hours to beat the game. And every time you die, 10 minutes is taken off the timer. So in actuality, if you were to keep dying and dying and dying and dying non-stop, you would have about 36 lives. And in rooms like this, a good chunk of them will be used up right away. I just posted these stay a while line to a new guy on a server where I'm a moderator. Aww, okay. Another visitor. Stay a while. Stay forever. Just something about the Commodore version that just... It kicks so much ass. Now, to be fair, this one's pretty good too. But I guess it's those classic nostalgia goggles. I can't seem to take them off. Plus, these robots are all supposed to do different things every game. In one version, they could just walk back and forth blindly. Another version, they could track your every movement. Another version, they'll go back and forth, but check behind them. And if they do spot you, if they are trained to spot you, they can either follow you to a set point, to where once they reach the end of their path, they will then zap you if you're within sight. Another variation, if they spot you, they will just run you down. Either way, they will electrocute you. And other times, they will just follow you. Now, in this remade version, it's a lot easier to tell what they're going to do just based on their appearance. Also, with the remake, you're given a lot more leeway in the physics. It's almost as if when you're in the air, you float a little bit, which helps a lot in your jumps. but I'd be lying if I said that. I'd be lying if I said it was if it was accurate. The original Epic's devs, they took great care in the actual fluidity of the jumps, as well as the walk cycles. Not so much the burp cycles.
Hey, hi.
You sound drunk. Hi, you will, girl.
Don't go there. What you doing?
Well, it's just the way you said hi that made me say that. So how am I doing? I'm finally streaming as I said I would earlier.
I said what you doing, not how you doing.
Oh, what am I doing? Well, how am I doing? I'm doing alright, I suppose.
I said, what are you doing? W-H-A-T.
What?
Feel like slapping you.
You seem rather slap happy. Well, if you'd flip on the stream, you would see I'm streaming an old classic. An old classic that involves searching household objects and looking for a passcode. We'll come back to that room. It doesn't sound very sanitary. Okay, I got everything but the very top of the room. I can just come back to that later. Oh god, this room. Even in the original, I had a lot of problems with this room.
You know, and this version is not better.
Well, it's mostly because all the robots were arranged in such a way to where they would either track your movements or they would constantly back check to see if you were behind them. And plus, I have the problem with this one robot over here constantly zapping at that bookcase, which makes it impossible to search it.
Did you hack the robot?
Oh, finally he turns around, and finally I die as a result. Alright, can you please can you please get away from the platform so I can drop down? Much better. Searching, nothing here. Alright, let's try and fail to get out of the room, because I figure I'm going to get zapped on the way out. Yep. He caught me. Either way, room's completed, move on.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, this will be fun. You see that one bookcase in the middle of the room?
No.
I'm sorry, I meant to say dresser.
Bingo.
Yeah. There is only one way to reach that dresser. And that is to take a full walk cycle off the platform and fall. And you will have just enough momentum to carry you down to that platform.
Which you did, but there was absolutely nothing.
There was nothing there. And that's the problem with that one bookcase. You may have something valuable there, and sometimes not. This particular room, what were they called? System 3? The people who remade this game? They forgot something.
What did they forget?
In the original Commodore game, there was one of those electro balls that followed you. That's supposed to be the only thing in this room. And they forgot to put it in, making it easy. That's not to be denied, but at the same time, I just felt rather insulted. It's just something that got lost in the translation. Okay, this robot's going to do something the second he sees me. I'm hoping it's not a fast charge. If it is, I'm fucked. Yes, it is. Luckily, his cycles reset whenever he reaches the end of his charge cycle. But still, it cost me 10 minutes to do it. Lang, what's the what about? Maybe I can help. Or at least they kept the classic scream. Whee! Okay, since this guy is going to zap me the second he sees me and doesn't really leave a lot of room to jump over him to get to that center platform, there's really no choice but to use a snooze password. Throughout the game, you can locate either pieces of the password, or you can locate special passwords to be implemented at the terminals at the start of every room. There's two different kinds of passwords. One to show off all the robots for about 30 seconds. And the other one resets all the platforms. And that's that ball I was telling you about. which luckily has a rather unique weakness. Try saying that 5 times fast. If it touches a robot, it just disappears. It pops out of existence. Which sounds about right, being that it's a spheroid object, like a balloon. The Checkerboard Room is unique as well. Whenever you use it, you get 3 different... Well, you start off with 3 different squares, and they're all of a different tone. You have to organize them in order of from lowest tone to highest. So right there, I would have to go that one, then this one, and then that one. That solves it, and it gets me a free password. Five is about the best I can do. Trying to get 6 is... it's kind of overkill. But I achieved my goal. I was able to get some additional elevator passwords. There's a second one in the complex as well. Which I believe only offers out robot snoozes. Ah, thank God that robot didn't turn around. Ah, I had a feeling I was going to get killed there. Luckily, I got all the goodies. Yes, I will go down through this room. I was going to try to avoid that robot, but it just wasn't going to fly. Okay, I'm going to try and do that room last because that room can go fuck itself. Getting up there can be a hassle, but once you're up there, you're golden. And that's one threat taken care of. Now to get these out of the way. Huh. So that one had a fast charge. Oh. That one will zap on the close proximity. And you are going to be an asshole. I can tell. Yeah, there's only one way I'll be able to get up to that one in the corner. Luckily, he doesn't zap, but it doesn't matter. Just being able to get up to that platform is going to be a problem, which means I have to shut off all the robots to do this. And it was for nothing. And here is the opposing checkerboard. Yay! Okay, no more, because I don't think I can do any higher than that. Plus, I'm running out of time. After all the deaths, I think I've got about 2.5 hours left.
Woo!
Yeah, much like the BS Zelda games I played recently, Impossible Mission is one of those rare games to where you know when the game is going to end.
Breakout.
Breakout is also a nice timeless classic. I should probably stream that sometime.
I began watching a particular playlist.
Oh?
Yes. You want to take a guess, or should I just say it?
Just say it, because I'm trying to concentrate.
I've been watching one man's journey through a whole lot of plug-and plays.
Oh, like the old Atari plug-and plays.
Yes. But we have a Milton Bradley thing plug-and plays he has played. A Milton Bradley whack-a-mole plug-and play.
A whack-a-mole, you say?
Yes. A Hasbro's My Little Pony Puzzle Adventure plug and play. Power Rangers Force and Time plug and play.
Ew.
Why?
Just the fact that it's a Power Rangers game.
How about Mattel's Hot Wheel plug and play racing game? Excalibur's World Series of Poker 7-in-1 Casino. The Caribbean Islands of Fortune plug and play. Something wrong?
Yeah, I wasted a snooze password trying to get to the top of this room, and I died as a
Land on the
result.
robot.
I blame it
How
on
about-
I blamed it on the platforming. Sorry, you was about to say something.
Did you know there was a plug and play, and it's a sketch plug and play?
How is it any different from a standard Etch-a-Sketch?
It's more like a drawing program than just being a regular old extra sketch.
Ah.
There was a Bejeweled plug and play. You know there was an Outrun game called Outrun 2019?
Yes, there was. It was a Sega Genesis game, and if I remember correctly, some company that made a rather weird steering wheel decided to make a plug-and-play using that steering wheel as the controller, but the Sega Genesis game as the plug-and-play game. Radica Gamester, yes.
Yes, he played that.
Yeah, Gamester 81 introduced me to that, and just seemed...
He played many... What?
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
This guy has also played many of those annoying blanks in one plug and play system. And he played all the disastrous, all the different ad game ones.
Excuse me. Alright,
You already searched here, why are you back?
so for the most part, I've more or less completed the game. Kinda, sorta. I Unless I'm missing something. That's why I'm
Okay.
going back through some of the rooms to make sure I haven't missed anything. But I think for the most part, I've finished it.
So now what?
I have to go back to what is considered the final room. And
Destroying my robots.
and go outside the just hang out outside the final room while I put the puzzle together. Okay, I think it's this one. No, it's not that one. I need to make sure before I do this, because last time I played Impossible Mission, I thought I had the whole puzzle finished, and it turned out, no, there was one more obscure place I had to go look. And it turned out to have the missing piece. Funny enough, the final room is actually right next to the start. Oh god, I did forget something.
You found it in the room you missed?
No, it's all the way back at the right side of the compound.
How do you know you missed something?
'Cause I remember. It was one of those, oh fuck, I just remembered moments. Now, it shouldn't take too long to get there, it's just a matter of, can I actually get them? Especially without losing the rest of my time just getting there.
I think you can make it.
I hope so. I've only got about 55 minutes left. I can only die 5 more times. Yeah, the remaining places to look are... No, it's not that one. It's this one. Yeah, it's that one lone bookcase. Well, it did have something, it just didn't have a puzzle piece.
Dun dun dun!
Well, at least I can say for certain I've searched everywhere. Now it should only take me a couple moments to get back to the start. And right here is the final room. Okay, so let's go ahead and park outside while I start moving pieces over. And this is where the game gets a little bit boring, depending on what you consider boring. So it does match. And that one just needs to be turned blue to match. And that is one piece. Now to flip this piece over and see if this matches up. No, it does not. However, those ones do. Pardon me. Okay, switch this one, flip it over. No, that one doesn't fit. Flip to that one, flip it over. Still won't fit. What the hell? Let's go ahead and turn you yellow. Flip you vertically, and there, that works. This one will probably fit. After I flip it horizontally, then no? Alright. Oh, so it's that one. Okay. Let's turn it yellow. Drag that piece over. No. Flip it horizontally. There we go. Now for this other one, let's go ahead and turn him green. And that one fits. Now this piece looks like it might fit in what I'm going to call Spectacle Rock. But only if I flip him. No? Okay, flip them again. And now it resembles this last piece. Turn him green, and that one has been dealt with. Exciting stuff, I know. Alright, let's turn him yellow. Put that in place, and that one is now solved. head all the way to the very bottom. Alright, it just seems like I'm getting annoyed with this one piece, so let's go ahead and scrap it and start over. Let's go ahead and start at the very bottom. I know that one interacts with the zigzag piece, because I remember playing the Commodore version an awful lot. Yeah, there we go. Now I just need to look for the two that focus entirely on the upper or the lower. And there should be a second one that acts the same way. And it's covered in yellow, so we will go ahead and flip it over. Flip it sideways, and now it fits. Huh. Figured that would fit. Alright, well, what about the one that looks like a tongue? No, because it's got that little corner on the end there. Yeah, somehow I had a feeling that one would not fit. Okay, I could try putting that one on, but it's got that corner in the corner, so there'd be no sense in trying that one. You, on the other hand, if I flip you over and turn you blue, that should work. And now we're getting somewhere. Alright, now let's turn you green, flip over. And now it's missing what looks like a stake. You know, I would hate to think that after all this that I might have forgotten a piece in one of the corridors. My, would that be embarrassing. But it looks like that piece is completed, so no problems there. I'm still hoping I can somehow complete this angular puzzle. Maybe, yeah, maybe if I do it like that. No? Huh. hell am I doing grabbing that one? Alright, flip them over. Maybe it'll fit like that. Huh. Maybe this one will work. Yes, it will. That's not going to work. Flip him over. Maybe it needs this guy. Flip him over, perhaps? No? Yeah, now I am starting to get worried. Maybe I did forget something. Is it possible this check mark looking piece might fit? No. But the one resembling a tongue fits. And now things are starting to come together. Let's go ahead and turn you green and put this last piece in place. And now we're up to 6. Now we need to get the one that looks like... what does it look like? I need some kind of comparison here. The only thing I can think of is a nipple. That's not right. It's not accurate. Well, either way, that piece is done. And I think we're down to 4 pieces. No? We're almost there. Now I think it works with this A piece, perhaps. Let's flip them over. Flip them horizontally, and now it fits. And There's this other one that will go into place, and now it needs that one C piece. Turn you green and put you into place. I think we're now down to 4 pieces. And now we are down to our final piece here. And that was the last one. Let's go ahead and shut that off and go into the mad scientist chamber. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the ending.
Mission accomplished. Congratulations.
Thank you, robotic voice.
Reese?
Yes.
Reese? Where'd that bad animation come from?
That came from System 3, whoever they are. So my high score is 19,832. If anybody wants to try and top it, go for it. You press scroll lock instead of pause break.
Woo.
Woo. Woo. Woo. Woo. Woo. Woo.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Now what?
I have no clue.
Another visitor. Stay a while. Stay forever.
One thing I'll mention about the new version of Impossible Mission I'm not too fond of is that there's a lot less randomness to the game. That first room is always going to be the same. And yeah, that's about it. It's just the same. You don't get a different game every time. This game is desperately in need of an overhaul. A remake, if you will. Yeah, I'm just not in favor of just not in favor of this remake of Impossible Mission. It just doesn't it doesn't flow. They tried to make it look nice, but it just fails. It just fails. And that's the one that got put on Nintendo Switch. Which is sad because back during the original Wii era, they actually struck a deal with System 3 and were selling original Commodore ROMs on the Nintendo shop. And even though even though there was some sort of a falling out, they were still selling them in Europe. It's just that us Yankees, we got locked out of it all. And I find that sad because I did buy International Karate for the Wii. And then after that point, you couldn't buy it anymore. And if it was deleted, you couldn't download it anymore. I mean, it was just gone. Sad, sad, sad. But anyway, that was Impossible Mission 20... I was about to say 2032, but it's not even that. It's just simply Impossible Mission, the remake.